The real structural problem of the oil is the $80, the $80. But this extra 34 can be removed. Because, for instance, I hear, because you see the Wazungu are fighting. They have now boycotted Russian oil. So Russia has got the oil, but I hear now Russia has reduced the amount of oil they are refining every day by 1 million barrels a day, because the other Bazungu have boycotted this Sudanese. And because of that, you have the shortage. So this is artificial. It's not the other one of Okwera Rikira worrying about the future of oil is more structural, is more organic with the problem. So if it was the only one, I think we would end up like $80. That's what it was. That's what it was before the Ukrainian war. So this one is solvable. Even the problem of wheat, those who want wheat, because the Russians have blockaded the Ukrainian ports, and I hear within the ports there are 25 million tons of wheat. So even the wheat eaters could do, if these people, if they are a bit humble, because the problem is humidity. Everybody everybody berege. Buli omu yemanyi nti yekitalo. Naye singa byetowazako, both the wheat and the oil, the petroleum, and even the fertilizers. You remember the fertilizers are also a problem because they are produced by Russia, I hear. So this one, rather than saying that that we should waste our money, our reserves and abandon our plans, because of the these wars among these people. We would rather persuade them so that we continue with our plans for infrastructure, for what, and try to persuade these people to please remove your artificial problem. If they agree, good. If they don't, we create a higher base for ourselves, where we can say bye-bye, you can continue with your own things, we are safer. Instead of aborting our journey for these temporary and irrational positions by others, then we shall not be safer. They may not. It may continue for a long time. Do we abort our journey indefinitely or what? So that's why this one, I think the short term is the answer is diplomatic engagement with these actors who have caused this problem. Nevertheless, this artificial distortion should not divert us from our long-distance journey of achieving socio-economic transformation, because that is the only way of not only increasing our affluence, but also immunizing ourselves against the mistakes of others. We need to continue until we achieve immunity from the mistakes of others. And I can say already we have some immunity. We already have some immunity because of what has been done, in spite of being obstructed by some elements within Uganda that many times delay our programs, the way we have been able to transcend the recent challenges of locusts. You remember locusts? Locusts, there's an organization called Desert Locust Control. It never did anything. We controlled the locusts ourselves because we had the capacity. Who helped us control the locusts? Nobody. How about the floating islands? Nobody. I even tried to contact some people. Nobody. How about the rising water? That water would have caused a lot of damage, but the good thing is that we had increased the outlet. In 1964, when the water rose up, the water which could go through the Spirit Channel was 1,300 cubic meters per second. 1964. If we still were like that, those dams would have been flooded. But now, we can go to 4,000 cubic meters per second. That's how we were able to handle it. So the idea that we slow down our capacity building in order to deal with these temporary issues is very dangerous because we may be overtaken by problems. We would rather okekereza the problems that face us and continue building capacity, because it is that which will now immunize us even for the future. Even with the high commodity prices, we are still doing much better than many countries in the world. Our inflation has risen from 2.7% before the artificial crisis to 4.9% now. Our inflation is now 4.9. Compare this with other countries. UK, 9%. USA, 8.3%. France, 4.8%. Germany, 7.4%. Italy, 6%. Spain, 8.3%. Russia, 17.8%. China, 2.1%. Those are the ones who are lower than us. Kenya, 6.47%. Tanzania is also lower than us, 3.8%. Rwanda, 10.5%. Ghana, 23.6%. Why is the inflation still down here compared to other countries? Because of what we did. We have more milk. We have more maize. We have more bananas, more Irish potatoes, more sugar. Now, suppose we had not built that capacity. Where would we be now? So that's why being diverted by this temporary, then you abandon your long-term journey is a big mistake. If it was not for the endless obstructions to our programs, e.g., the palm oil project in Buvuma, Sango Bay would even be much better off. With our coming petroleum, our coming oil, Uganda will be immune to the external disruptions. Working with our African brothers, Uganda and Africa will be prosperous, irrespective of the actions of the mistake makers, short of using nuclear weapons among themselves, which may affect the whole world. Let us, therefore, not be diverted.